today we're talking about arm locks from the guard. So I'm applying the guard, I'm gonna be doing the arm lock. If Dustin puts his hands up on my neck and he starts to put a little body weight down, because his body weight is on the choke, it's hard for him to remove his arms, right? Because his body weight's on him. If he just drops his arms, he'll fall face forward onto me, right? He's using this for balance. When his hands are heavy on my neck, it will allow me to, without controlling his wrist, to slide my hand under a stance, use this hand as help, turn deep, lift the hips, bring the leg over, bite, come back to the wrist, and apply my arm lock from the bottom. Let's talk about this angle. What I need to accomplish is a big angle. I call it the attacking angle. The bigger the better. I'm right here, ear on his knee. With a big attacking angle and a nice clamp with the legs, would you pull this arm out? Yeah, go ahead. I'm not even grabbing his arm and he can't pull his arm out. Shallow attacking angle. Would you pull your arm out? There's a difference there. All right, today we're gonna flip the coin on arm locks and talk about me. He's gonna do the arm lock and I need to survive, keep my arm, not let him get me. All right, so early prevention, you ready? Early prevention is upright posture, head back, pant grip, elbows in tight. He's not gonna arm lock here. If he tries, my elbows are already out the window, right? So would you kind of underhook my leg and spin to the side and jump your leg over? Well, my arms are already out. The elbow's on the incorrect side of his hips. It's not doing this to him. This is giving him my elbows high up on his body. When he spins, I'm in trouble with my arms this high. So early prevention, of course, is don't put body weight up high. If your hands go high, they need to be very light so that you can remove them. Now, of course, in sports jiu-jitsu, if my hands are high, he's gonna want to keep them. He might grab them and hang on to them so I can't pull them off. So, just by having this correct posture is gonna keep me away from a lot of submissions. But that's not fun to talk about, but it's very important. Let's talk about what's a little more fun to talk about. Let's say that, just to make it easy to talk about armbar escapes, that I've got this position and he go ahead and he does the arm lock, and then right now, I'm gonna come in and bite. Would you bring this leg back around? Before that leg makes it over, go ahead, spin, shoot it on the back side. It's early. Let's go back. So what's happening is, as he starts to pivot on angle, I'm aware that an attacking angle is an attack for an arm lock. And when he goes away from this arm and it starts to go across my body, I know that this one's in jeopardy. This one comes and finds the wrist at the elbow, captures the wrist, saves the arm lock, makes my elbow bend instead of going straight, and then this hand knifes its way in behind his knee before it goes over my head. Let's go again. Capture and go behind. See the hand back here? Got my hand captured. Now, he's gonna come to the forearm and grab my wrist. Would you grab the wrist? He's gonna try to break and apply the arm lock potentially. The problem is when this hand is anchored on the back side, when he tries to extend and do the arm lock, he's working against his own leg. He's working against his own leg. He's not gonna get the arm. So now my next move is, I wanna get good posture, get a good base, and like a cross-hand karate block, shoot my arm straight. Once his grip is off the arm, my arms are free on the back side of his leg, you can dive down underneath and then complete your guard pass, just like we've been practicing. Just in the air for a second. He starts the spin. Capture the attacking arm, the one that's going across my body's in danger. Capture it, knife his hand behind their knee. Get good posture, and then extend your arm straight, and then you come down and gather the hips. Let's do it one more time. Part of it is just awareness. When he changes angle, which hand do you need to protect? How does your hand go, right? He wants it, he's gonna try, I'm gonna get good posture, I'm gonna extend and go, and then from this position, whatever my guard pass is, we'll go get him, right? Surprise him, put him in a little triangle trap or whatever. Remember, early prevention is good posture, hands gripping, elbows past their hips, not beyond their hips, but in tight, close to my body. Then, if I start to break the rule and the arm lock starts to happen, we have the early prevention, which is capture my wrist, put my hand on the back side of his knee. This is what I want, right? And from here I can extend my elbows and break. We're gonna get a little bit deeper into the arm lock. So this time, he does the move, and I go to capture, but his leg bites over my head before. So this saving hand is gonna come around the back side of his leg, around the front. I'm gonna grab that tendon on the outside position of his knee, and I'm gonna clamp on. So now, of course, he wants the arm lock, and I've got this clamp. Here's what's next. We're gonna begin to stack him. Watch how the stacking occurs. I start to compress him. I'm on both knees. I bring his knees up and over his head. Now his hips want to go down to the floor, but the stacking position with his hips up is benefiting me. He wants to get me back down, and I want to bring it over his head. So I'm going to do a little reinforcement, build a little backstop with my table leg behind the hips. Now once we're stacked up and there's pressure on the back of his neck and shoulders, take a look. He cannot extend his hips and apply an arm lock when he's all folded over. He needs to extend his hips forward, but he can't during the stack. The saving hand does not want to be here. It wants to knife its way on the other side. So during the stack, there's almost always a little window to come snake through. So take the snake through. You know what's next? Extend your arms. From here, you might end up in this knee shield position, right? And then we might natural double. All of our passes are in play. We're here. And if I do everything great and I have a good attacking angle, this arm is really hard to get out, right? If I lift my hips and clamp. But let's say I'm a little slow and he's able to rip that arm free. What do we do? Ellie, triangle. I regather his head with the top leg. Around, thanks. One arm in, one arm out. His escape route brings him into what we call Triangle City. And then from there, we're good to go, right? All right, keep that in the back of your mind. Let's move back to side. Okay. The arm lock is on. Gather. I'm a little bit late to do the early preventative one and knife my hand under his knee, so I'm not under, I'm over, and I'm hugging that little tendon. He wants the arm, and I don't want to let him have the arm, so now I begin the stacking process, right? I come around the side, give a little backstop with the leg behind his hips. Now in this position, check it out. My threatening arm, the one that he's trying to arm lock, may be able to pull out. But what's he gonna do? He's gonna go to regather, and then I'm in Triangle City. Let's go back. So I'm stacking, and I'm gonna pull the one he wants out. If it's available, I'm gonna take it. But take a look, you ready? I'm hugging his tendon. I'm gonna drop my head down on the hip. So when he wants to regather my head is too low, right? So as long as I keep my head outside of his stance, no triangle. Since I know I'm putting myself in risk, I'm gonna dive my head tight to his leg, low to his hip, keep my head from making it in. Once we're here, come around, hook the neck, and pass to the side. Yeah? When you rip that arm out, you better be in a good stack, and then your head better go low, and then you're gonna come around the hips and pass. All right, same idea, right? I'm doing something that allows an arm lock to happen, and I find myself in an arm lock, and I go and I protect my own hand by capturing the elbow. Then I go over that tendon, just like we were practicing, and I begin my stacking. When I'm in the stacking position, though, here's the next idea. Next idea is I'm gonna take his hips from blocking them up in the air, I'm gonna drop them straight down. When I drop them straight down, I need his hips to be glued to the mat. Right from this position, I'm gonna take another back step, slide with my other leg. But before I do, take a look at our spinal alignment. We're perpendicular. This is a good alignment for him, but as long as his hips are glued to the mat, it's gonna be hard for him to finish. Next maneuver, using the hand on his leg, I'm gonna back step with my left and align our spines and drop his body. Now in this position, he kind of looks like He's taking a little nap, right? He's balled up. He's sleeping. So now in this position, I'm gonna go to sleep also. I'm gonna let him have my arm. I'm gonna relax. Would you keep the arm and pull it tight? But I'm gonna give him the hitchhiker thumb. My thumb is in his hip, palm up. So now he looks like he's asleep. I'm relaxing my arm, letting it go limp. And the reason I want my arm to go limp and to try to really relax is I can pull my arm out from that position. Now that the arm is out, I'm gonna come around the side, gather his head. So in this balled up position where he's like this, he's taking a nap, right? Let's do it from another angle. How about this angle? All right, do the arm lock, capture on the outside, because I was too late to go on the inside. Begin the stacking. All right, backstop his hips. Here comes the sleeping potion. You ready? Step number 1, drop the hips. Sleeping potion. Back step and drop his legs into the sleeping position. He must be down on his side. Then let him have your arm. Relax your arm. Let him pull it to your body. Let it slip. Except go thumb to the hip. Now you can melt that arm out and pull it through, and then come around the back door, gather his head, come into a side mount. How about we go this way? One final angle. All right, you ready? Sleeping potion time. Hips drop. From the hip drop, back slide. Drop his knees to the floor. Let him have the arm. Let it slip through. Thumb up on the hip. Relax that arm. Slide it out. Find the head. Come around, find the head. We're in business now. Okay. That guy's gotta have that sleeping posture. We have to relax our arm and flip that thumb up. That relaxed arm will then slip out. If that arm does not flip, you're not getting your arm out.